chase it. And if I'm not doing my job, then that's kind of my mode right now. Like I started out great and didn't really do my thing throughout the course of the game. I did a lot of different things, but I can be better for the group, as a whole, and I will be.
Ron,
do you guys feel like you've rediscovered the defensive identity that maybe you need during these 2 games?
Yeah, I think this is who we've been. Obviously, there's been ups and downs throughout the year, but when we're at our best, I think that's just being at that level. We went on that stretch, went on that run. Like, this is who we are, and just continuing to find it through 2 games is great. But it's easy to do it at the crib. You know what I mean? It's not easy, but it's easier to do it here at home. But now we got to do it on the road. Now we got to stay locked in, communicate. We're not having the backing up when we get stops. Got to find a way to quiet down that arena. And they're going to hit shots that tonight they miss on the road. It's just how the playoffs go. So we got to be ready for that. Defensively, especially communicating, but we're doing a good job. You hold the team under 90 points for 2 games in a row. It's not not a bad thing, but we can be better, and that's kind of the mindset.
Partner Isaac and Harris to those elements.
Man, big time. When you can change different coverages, you can switch, you can drop, you can hedge and show. You can do different things. You can, when you have 2 guys like that, and then on top of that, Isaac, playing the way he played on the offensive end. Karras is the same way. Like, you can do a lot of different things. So I think it definitely allows us to kind of manipulate the lineups and kind of throw different looks at people, right? These guys. So they are, I would say the unsung heroes of the group just because of what they can bring, to us on both ends of the floor, but especially on defense.
Why do you think it's hard to play offense in this series?
I think, I went through something similar in Utah for about 2 years. When you run the offense that we run, free-flowing, fast-paced, it's when physicality comes about, it slows you down. So now how do you execute? How do you get to your spots? How do you, when you're getting hit, you got to still think through it. You know what I mean? I think that's just something that, is just natural. It's not something that I see as a problem. I just see it as something we just got to continue to get through. We haven't played for physicality like this all season. Maybe we've had a few games, but we've always been able to execute. In the playoffs, everything slows down. That. So just being able to execute, like I said, that starts with me. I got to set that tone. And we did some good things. I'm not mad at how we played at all, but I just know we can be better. And being able to be the team that pushes the pace, runs, and when teams are physical and picking you up full court, how do we continue to get to our sets, get to our offense while being pressured? That takes the mental fortitude, and I have no doubt we have that. But it's just continuing to do it. And they're a good defensive team. You got to give them credit. We didn't score 100 points tonight. But I think the biggest thing is just being able to think through that, and that starts with me.
Yeah. Donovan, could you speak to the energy you really brought in that first quarter, not just from a scoring standpoint? You had a steal, you had a block, you were running out of bounds, trying to save balls and things like that, and just how much do you feel that your teammates kind of picked up on that and took and ran with it?
Yeah, it's on me. Like I said it last game, while I'm here, I set the tone, and kind of doing that, and my teammates have my back. And past 2 games it's been scoring, but like you said, I try to do it in different ways, different facets. Being in my help spots, getting box outs, trying to get to the boards, trying to get those steals, trying to just do everything. And I think that's just something that I've been cognizant of, especially in this series, just kind of starting that out that way, and starts with me. The head is the snake, and my teammates always have my